Before I let you watch this video, I do want to say I do get pretty harsh in the video. That's just the bottom line. None of us are perfect and we all fall short of the glory of God. I do know that. I do hope that Shirley Strawberry, Ernesto Williams, Sheridan, Steve Harvey, Marjorie Harvey, and anyone and everyone in this world will find a way to make it through the spiritual battles that they are going through. But you have to recognize your mistakes and you have to be willing to start your journey towards the right path in life. So here we go. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment below if you're so motivated to do so. Visit the merch shop. This is Wonders of a Black Woman. Well, we're doing another video on the Shirley and Ernesto prison tapes unleashed. And in this video, it may be triggering to those who are abuse survivors. So if you don't want to be exposed to this subject matter, please exit the video and you have a good day. In this particular call, we're going to go over how Shirley showers Ernesto with forgiveness, blames Sheridan for more charges, her daughter, for more charges being put on Ernesto. And I just think the whole thing is absolutely sick and disgusting. We know that what these celebrities go through when it comes to this personal issue stuff, other than them being celebrities, there are so many people out here that can relate to these subject matters. And I want to go over this particular call because I was really disgusted by how she stands by this monster, this demon that came into her life, and she's willing to sacrifice everything for this person. Now, usually people like Shirley has been abused many, many times, and they've come to love their abusers. Not the abuse, but the abusers. I think that she has an issue with confrontation. She doesn't want to confront her abusers when she, especially this guy, because she's in love with him. Now, she, in my opinion, needs to seek therapy. She needs some serious psychological counseling, and maybe when she's in prison, she'll be able to get that. But let's listen in.
Sheridan said, I saw him on TV last week. Do you want to talk about it?
Oh, ain't nothing to talk about now. Hey.
Like, I'm not talking about it. You know, that was the last thing she said amongst, a whole bunch of other things. She thinks I look down on her and all of that. I don't look down on you. I said, who have you been talking to?
Listen, all that's game. All that's game.
Yeah.
Them folks think you love them very, 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 very much. Very,
I know.
very much.
I know.
All that's just some, what do you call that? Reverse psychology? That's some kid game. That ain't
Yeah. Mhm.
So don't get caught up in that. Don't folks
I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not.
they know what's going on. They know what's going on, but that paperwork don't lie. That paperwork don't lie, and they know.
Yeah, because of that. Yeah, because of what she did, you got more charges.
Oh,
I know.
Absolutely. Yeah. But I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and be mad because guess what? They got to pay for that later, not me.
Yeah.
I just got to deal with it whenever it comes through. But I ain't worried about that either. So that's all it's called covering your ass. The fucking covering the ass. It's too late for that.
It's just really ridiculous that she's going to blame her own daughter why he has more charges against him. I mean, isn't that some sick shit, y'all? She's going to blame her own daughter for why he has more charges and have absolutely nothing but kiss butt for him. And who gets accused of these types of crimes? Oh, I'm not mad at her. I'm not mad at her. Why wouldn't you be upset? Why wouldn't you be upset that she's accusing you of these things? And that the courts are taking her seriously and the prosecutors are taking her seriously. He has such a nonchalant attitude towards being accused of something like this. Shirley is a disgusting mother. Disgusting. And I say that with a heavy heart because I can tell this woman needs a therapist. She really does. And we could feel sorry for people. And I know some of you out there who've had mothers, who've had boyfriends or husbands who have done things to you that was totally inappropriate and your mother didn't believe you. Or she thought you were trying to cause trouble or thought you were jealous of her or wanted to break up the relationship. And it's really a pathetic and a shame. Are there some women who will accuse someone of something that they didn't do? Yes, there are, but it's not as much as the women who step up and step forward and say, "Hey, I was violated." And then for your own mother not to believe you and to side with and defend the accused is just outrageous. It really is. It's just disgusting.
But I ain't worried about that either. So that's all it's called covering your ass. A fucking covering the ass. It's too late for that. So
Yeah, it's okay. It just is what it is. You know, I only hear from her when it's time to pay her rent anyway. Yesterday, you know, she had the kids on screen there, and she senses something is wrong, and oh my God, it's like, girl, I know the game. I know what you're doing. You do this once a month when it's rent time.
wow. Well,
yeah, but I'm the monster. I'm a monster. I told Janie, I said, Janie,
You
I said, the
are.
funny thing is, I haven't done anything to any of these people. Not one.
that's true.
Not one. Not one of them. Only every.
You know, I hate when people say stuff like that. This man was accused of violating your daughter. There was there were pictures of underage children in a pornographic fashion that was caught on his computer. I mean, if you don't believe your daughter, you think everybody's making this stuff up. Everybody. I mean, come on. Get real. I mean, it's like you just want to shake her and say, "Nigga, please wake up." I mean, really, wake up. But see, the thing is, she's one of them no good motherfuckers. And I'm just going to give my straight, honest opinion. Because, you know, you try to be nice and polite and, you know, you're on social media. You don't want to really give your true opinion. But I'm going to just let it unleash because I find women like her pathetic and disgusting. Because I know women like her. The man and that phallus is your God. He can beat, molest, do anything to any of your children, and you will stand by him no matter what. And then turn around and say, "I didn't do anything wrong. I was only good to people. I helped pay her rent. You know, I never did anything wrong. Everybody's making stuff up. Everybody's lying on me." I hate people like that. I can't stand them. Because after a certain point, you're not just some innocent sucker. You're the demon yourself. You're the demon, Shirley. And I always tell my kids, watch out because even the devil can smile, honey. Put a nice smile on his face. But it's what's behind that soft-spokenness. It's what's behind that smile that you got to worry about. This lady right here is a demon herself. I'm like, oh, she attached herself to a demon. Ernesto's got demons in him. He's a demon. Let's say he's a monster. She is too. She is too. Make no mistake about it.
Every single one that's talking all this noise are the ones that I helped, from Joe to Miles to Miles's mom to Sheridan to Panay to Tracy, all of them, and whoever else is in the mix. I helped all of them.
You have. I saw it from my own eyes now.
Yeah.
I saw it from my own eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm not, it's like I don't have anything. If anything, I don't have anything to feel guilty about in that response. Oh my God, I shouldn't have done them like that.
She has nothing to feel guilty about. Like I said, she's a demon herself. Just because you help your daughter pay rent doesn't mean that she should be violated. Just because you do something nice for someone doesn't give you the right to violate them. It doesn't give you the right as a mother to neglect your motherly duties, which is to protect your children.
I didn't do anything for these people but help them. And now they're turning on me. And not one of them has bothered to call me to see if I'm okay. Not one of them.
Didn't she just say her daughter called to see if she was okay and if she wanted to talk about it?
But it's okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
It don't come
Let
from
me
God.
rewind it a touch.
Do anything for these people but help them. And now they're turning on me. And not one of them has bothered to call me to see if I'm okay. Not one of them. But it's okay.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's okay because my blessings don't come from them.
No, they don't. They don't come from God.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
Yeah, Shirley, your blessings come from God. And you basically are you're ungrateful. You're very ungrateful for the blessings that you've had, because the blessings that you've had has allowed you to attract good people and have allowed you to attract bad people. And you've chosen to hitch yourself up to a demon that's about to bring it all down. Why? Because you're one yourself. And sometimes God blesses people so he can show them love and favor and show them mercy. And some people like her will take those blessings. And as you heard in the other video, she's coveting what Marjorie Harvey has. She's wanting more and wanting more, and was not appreciative of the blessings that God gave her. Baby, you messed up the blessing. And I'm going to just tell you right now, you messed up the blessing. Okay. Because the moments of gratitude should have been all along. The moments of gratitude should have been every time you were on that radio and your voice was heard. Because there are many of people out here who would like to be in that position. But you were blessed to have that platform. You were blessed to have that lifestyle. It may have not have been as much as you would have liked. You wish you had Marjorie Harvey's spa, and you wish you would have had Steve Harvey's money and all of this other stuff. Never, ever, ever spit on the blessings that God did give you. And that's what you did. Because you wanted more and more and more and more. And so you hooked up with a con artist and you guys committed all kinds of fraud.
I feel fine. My blessings don't come from them.
No, they don't. They don't come from God.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
I feel fine. I'm okay. I feel fine.
I'm just saying.
Because it's just not cool what they're doing, but it's okay though.
Well,
I'm not going to treat them any differently. I'm just not going to hang out with them and do all of that. I'm not doing any of that anymore.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so she's cutting them off because they are speaking truth. She's cutting them off because they're not stroking her ego. She's cutting them off because they're not willing to continue to walk towards the fires of hell with her. Because a lot of us out here have mothers that we love, love, love. And we're walking with them because we want to be with our mothers. Even though they've abused us, even though they've allowed their man to abuse us and they didn't stand up for us. And we keep on walking, but eventually that fire and that heat starts getting on your skin. And you're walking down this journey with this woman, and you're getting hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter, and you're feeling the burn on your skin from the heat. And eventually, baby, you got to turn around. Because this woman is on a highway to hell. And you've got to save your own soul. Because when judgment comes, it's not about who you journeyed with. It's about where you as an individual journeyed. So you can't love your mother so much that you're going to keep on journeying into hell with her. Oh, no. That journey is hers and hers alone. That's what Shirley wants to do. So Sheridan, stay strong. Protect. You're doing what a mother's supposed to do. Protect your children. If you even suspect somebody, even of the slightest bit, that they could be inappropriate, or you just get a sixth sense or intuition, you're feeling that for a reason. You may be right, you may be wrong, but you're feeling what you feel for a reason. Get that person out of your life and away from around your children. Shirley knows that this man is no good. She knows it. That God doesn't make none of us without a mustard seed of consciousness, no matter how evil you are. She feels something isn't right, but she's willing to ignore it. She's willing to ignore it.
Okay.
That's what we have to look at, throughout this whole ordeal. We have to still look at the blessings, Like I said, it was a blessing that they got the book, even though that was embarrassing where they got it from. They could have come and got it from here, and that would have been embarrassing, and I would have really had to explain not to just them but to all the neighbors would have been talking,
Right. Well.
So
is she serious? The authorities came and took, and we will go over that tape, where the authorities came and took her vehicle while she was supposedly at a salon. And it was a blessing because they didn't take it in front of the neighbors, because she would have had to explain to the neighbors, honey, the whole world knows. The whole world knows. So how is it a blessing that your shiz was taken? The whole world knows about it, babe. That was a blessing. Girl, shut your mouth.
it was a blessing. It was a blessing that my stepdad gave me a ride home. That would have been embarrassing, and I would have really had to explain not to just them but to all the neighbors would have been talking.
Right. Well.
She better worry
it
about
was
what
a
she's
blessing.
gonna
It
have
was
to
a blessing
explain
that
to the
my
jury.
stepdad gave me a ride home. That was a blessing.
Yeah, it was.
And Janie is a blessing. Right.
Yeah. So that's cool. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that'll work then. Then I just got to sit back and wait till it's gonna go down, and count all my blessings. As long as you're safe, I'm good. I'm okay. So
Yeah.
like I said, please forgive me for all this drama, all this unnecessary nonsense. It's had nothing to do with you at all. So
Yeah, I know.
yeah. So it is what it is. It's just part of my life. How it is. So this is what it is.
Well,
I ain't dead. Huh?
Yeah, I mean, I do forgive you. I do forgive you for me being in the middle of all this drama.
Yeah.
But it wasn't your doing. It wasn't your doing.
Well, it is what it is. And like I said, please forgive me. And that's all I can say. Shit, what else I can say? I just want you to be happy. I can't worry about what else nobody else doing and how the games they play, 'cause everybody play games out here. I've been telling that a long time ago.
Well, yeah, and people, it's like in this day and age, people still are out to get you. They still try to set you up. They still, all of that.
Yeah,
But
don't pay Joe them all. Don't get all. Your blessing is coming so plentiful. You don't even worry about them people. They just mad because they had a long ass ride and the ride has stopped. That's anybody
yeah,
don't like. A lot of people don't like change.
yeah. Well, I'm honestly, honey, I'm not worried about them. I'm really not. I mean, because I see now that I see it now. They don't have my best interest at heart. They just wanted to use me because they know I was kind-hearted. Janie says she'd even cut
Is
Shirley
she
off.
serious? The person that wanted to use you, honey, is the one that you're talking to. I mean, it's really crazy how blind and sick she is. Your family that's rode with you all of your life, and your daughter, you know, they don't want your best interests. This guy that has used you and has been frauding and conning with you all of these years has your best interests at heart. And then they have the nerve to talk about the blessings are going to come. The blessing is going to come. And I'm not going to play this whole video. I'll leave a link. The blessing is going to, I'm not going to play this whole call. I'm sorry. The blessing is going to come when they are sentenced to prison. Because then they will have a chance to be still and to reflect and to really ask for forgiveness. And none of us out here are perfect. But there are issues that I think that Shirley needs to come to terms with. And, so Ernesto as well, he's got some issues he's dealing with. That doesn't make their crimes and things that they do to hurt people okay. But hurt people hurt people. And I think that sometimes being paused from society and reflecting in that prison cell is going to help bring about the real blessing. Because sometimes people look at all this materialistic stuff as blessings. But the real blessing is what's going to put you on the pathway to paradise after you leave this earth. So, I mean, if you're in a situation that is not allowing you to be on the pathway to heaven, you're on the highway to hell, then you need to reevaluate what you think is a blessing and what you think is a curse. Because money can be a blessing, it could be a curse. Fame can be a blessing, it could be a curse. It's about the individual and what they're doing with that power and with those things that can either turn it into a blessing or turn it into a curse.
No, and I get it. Everybody says that. She said, my daughter would never do that. I said, I know. I said, but, my daughter's different. She won't even hold her own. She wouldn't hold her dad accountable and her baby daddies accountable. But here she is putting all this stuff on me. And
I wonder where she gets that from. I wonder where she gets not holding people accountable and not being confrontational to the people you need to confront and need to be confrontational to. I wonder where she gets that from.
I've taken care of her. I've taken care of her children, because I told her today that I'm not taking care of her forever, and she's going to have to start, thinking about her future.
Right.
I'm not going to pay her rent forever. I'm not doing it.
New Energy HP.
And then she's working and she's doing well at work, and all that's fine. But, she's got some sort of vendetta against me, she said, because I'm supposed to protect her for the rest of her life. And no, you're grown. That's not how it goes, honey. That's not how it goes.
Wait a minute. You are supposed to protect your children for the rest of their life. And they protect you. You know, some people have a sick, twisted idea of what family is about. You are. You're supposed to protect your parents. Your parents are supposed to protect you. Your family, yes, you protect each other. When does that stop? What age does that supposed to stop? And listen how he's laughing at the idea of her protecting her daughter. I mean, she's saying, Mom, I want you to be my mom and protect me. You know, stand by me, stand with me. Does that mean she has to pay her daughter's bills and stuff? No. But just, be supportive and protect her. Is that too much to ask? But to somebody with Shirley Strawberry's mental health problem, yeah, it is too much to ask.
Fine, but she's got some sort of vendetta against me. She said because I'm supposed to protect her for the rest of her life, and no, no, you're
Wow.
grown. That's not how it goes, honey. That's not how it goes.
Dang.
Yeah.
She just ain't gonna stop. She done got me out the way, so what's next?
Yeah.
Wow.
But it's okay, She's got kids, and I don't wish that on anyone, but she's got kids too. And she's going to see how this game really goes,
Oh, yeah.
And everything, cut her off. But, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm glad she's got a job. I do love my grandchildren. They are in a stable home. They do go to a good school, and they are doing well in school. So I'm not going to rock that boat right now. Because I told her, I said, I'm 68 years old. I'm almost, going to be retiring soon. You're going to have to do this on your own. And I wasn't mean or to her or anything. But then here she
Her daughter and women who's going through this, you've got to stand on your own 2 feet. Your mother is dealing with mental health issues. And they're in their mind, they're doing the best that they can. You need to take the breadcrumbs that they can give you and go on off and try to do something with it. You may have to love them from a distance, but Sheridan, the big mistake that she and women like her is you're depending on an abused mother. She's not going to teach you how to survive. She's not going to teach you how to make it out here. You're going to have to do that on your own. You're going to have to do that by finding other people, not to take care of you, but other people to advise you, because you're looking at Shirley and you're thinking, oh, she's had a successful career and things like that. This woman doesn't even own her own home. So I mean, she doesn't really have anything, according to what Shirley said out of her own mouth. I really don't have anything. So don't look at this woman as a success. She's not a success. Because someone who's a true success doesn't hitch their wagon to people who's going to totally destroy it all. It's somebody who's a truly successful person doesn't look at the blessings that they have had and is always coveting what someone else has and not being grateful. This lady needs to see a therapist. And like I said, she's going to have to get that in jail because, as the prosecutors alleged, she tried to get Ernesto on a plane to go to Steve's house in Dubai. On another tape, she's talking about how the authorities came and seized her truck, and Steve's on the tape saying how she needs to get her stuff out of storage and this and that and so forth and so on. You can't hide property and things like that from the authorities if they're trying to seize it to pay restitution. And if she and he are legally married, his debts are her debts. Her debts are his debts. So Steve giving her the advice to hide stuff or to try to destroy or get rid of things, that's not really good advice. Now, I wanted to tie the end of this video up with a bow of how sick all of this is. There's Mary Harvey accused Steve of inappropriate conduct with her son, and also with Steve Jr. And this is through a series of tapes with Essie Berry, where Essie had recorded Mary Harvey, Steve's ex, and said that he is bisexual. And he was doing things to the boys, putting his penis in their face, all kinds of things, and was supposedly abusing, I forget the son's name, Winston, I believe his name is. So I'm going to be going a little bit into that, because Ernesto being accused of this stuff regarding minors, it sort of ties into things that Steve is doing as well, as far as is there something out there that Ernesto knows or has on Steve? Because why is he so interested in Shirley cleaning this mess up by getting rid of things in the storage, and so forth and so on, and things like that? All of this stuff is going to come into the light. You know, things can only hide in the dark for so long. And what they've been doing to people. Because these demons that they have in them, and I'm not no preacher and all that other stuff, but you know, it is what it is. These demons that they are wrestling with personally within themselves, it's meant to destroy them. It's not meant to give them wealth and fame and fortune. The devil is coming to collect his dues. He's coming to collect. He's not giving people fame and fortune, and it comes with a price. Since when does the devil give out gifts? You know, I mean, they talking about blessings and all of this other stuff. Like I said, something can be a blessing, but you turn it into a curse. And you're seeking more and more, and you're going in the wrong direction. And then the devil steps in and you start doing things you're not supposed to be doing, and he's going to come and collect. He's coming to collect. So Shirley, when you don't protect the innocence of your daughter and grandchildren, you think the devil isn't going to come and collect and huff and puff and blow it all? Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. This is Wonders of a Black Woman. Stay tuned to the next video. Peace.